right, the big question, how dark is Barry going to get after his father's death?
You know, he'll obviously be in the darkest place we've seen him, obviously, very vulnerable. But the thing about Barry Allen, the Flash, is he's an optimistic character, and his kind of way of life is to keep moving forward and to stay as positive as possible. And I would imagine we're not going to lose that. I think it'll be harder for him going into season 3. But I think we'll still see Barry fighting for his optimism and trying to move on with his life.
Did you know this was coming, or did you suspect it was coming once Henry said, you know what, I'm going to stay here in Central City?
I already knew at that point when we got the script that it was coming. I didn't find out long before that the finale, or this episode 22 came out, that it was going to happen. But I didn't know when or how exactly it was going to happen. So when I read episode 22 for the first time, because it looks like the episode's over and everything's fine, you know what I mean?
But that's what puts the bad feeling in our belly.
Yeah. But even reading it, I was like, well, surely it won't be this episode because there's only half a page left. And when it happened, I literally threw my script and grabbed my head. And I distinctly remember where I was sitting the first time I read it.
After Henry's death, is Barry going to do that superhero thing where he pushes loved ones a distance away? Is this going to affect what's going on with him and Iris?
Probably, but I don't know. I mean, Barry just makes the decision at the end of this season that obviously he'll be vulnerable going into season 3, but I think because of some stuff that goes down the timeline, will also be vulnerable going into season 3. But yeah, I think that regardless of what happens, this will affect every other relationship in Barry's life, because he's at, it's just in a crossroads at a really dark place and not sure what to do, I would imagine. So I haven't thought about Barry or where he's going just since we ended, because it was such an emotional ending that I needed a break from the character. But before Comic-Con, I'll talk to our producers and kind of figure out what's going on with season 3.
I feel like it's Kara's turn to visit Barry now.
Yeah, I think so too. I think we need to bring her to Flash before I go back to Supergirl. Hopefully both happens next year, but yeah, we need to bring her over.
The producers told me that Barry must have told Cisco off camera about his visit to...
Yeah, there's like a subtle reference to the fact that I was kind of gone for a while, but yeah, we don't really... I think we just didn't address it that much because of air dates, it kind of got messed up where like it didn't really make sense because Supergirl aired, but really Flash should have been shown first. And
then Barry had to speed at Laurel's funeral when technically he shouldn't have.
Yeah, that's the thing with the crossovers where like sometimes continuity is affected, sadly.
You do your best,
Yeah, it's TV, we're all on different schedules in different countries trying to make it work. Hopefully we just keep getting better and better at it.